Wait, where you going? To watch the Full 94 podcast. Can't watch that without me. Wait up, bro. You know Full 94 is my favorite show.
Winning.
A winner, the champ, the best, we are all of them. Cause we went right and not left to not follow them. Sobriety tests, I am walking up in line. Added the sex and the drugs, but couldn't subtract my mind. They all wanted me dead. I was chilling in the cut, then I transformed like I'm best friends with Shia LaBeouf. See, I've been a winner, check it, and I ain't even firing. Church time's God, I'm a product of my environment. We are winners, losers come with me. Got God with us, never letting flesh envy. We don't worry about the money, the sex, the cars, the clothes. Now watch reality unfold like we winning in here, yeah, we winning in here.
Oh, let me get out of here. Hey, here we go. We out here in these streets, bro. We out here in these streets. What's going on, family? It's the 494 here on MTMV Sports. Back again. You already know what it is. Look, we got a lot to talk about. We got free agency that just started, 4 days ago now? And it's absolutely been crazy. But let's talk to the team, man. Hey, Will, how you doing down there in good old sunny Florida, my boy?
Minding my business, trying to avoid being Zion Williamson.
That's a heck of an intro. You gotta love it. See what you got going on up there besides that storm we keep talking about.
Well, you see, guys, it's it messed with the flow of things, but I'm here, so that's all that matters. Other than that, I'm good.
That's it. Gotta love it. Julius, J Hood, tell me what Chicago, how it's treating you, boy.
That's good. It's good and warm up here, bro. Hey, I always get hype on that intro song, bro. That joy right.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Shout out to the team, man. That song is probably it's got to be at least 10, 11 years old, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
We made that song. I think I was maybe 20, 21 we made that song. I think I want to say, but we appreciate that, boy. We tried to put that song on everything. We shout out to the Hawks, to the Falcons. Like y'all need to get hype, bro. Just play the song, and we can get some notoriety behind that. But no, appreciate that, man. It's been a shout out to the team FMG, man. That is actually like MTMV Sports, Track Stars, FMG's we under this big old umbrella, man. So absolutely awesome to hear that, man. But look, free agency. I'm gonna start this thing off right, man. I really want to know. And see, I think I'm gonna start with you. Tell me we got this one too. We got Beal, got the Paul thing, but tell me your most surprising move of the offseason. Like what just like, wait a second, they did what?
I would say for me, it would be like Dylan going to the Rockets.
Tell me why.
Because I wasn't expecting him to go to the Rockets. Like so you mean to tell me you were seeing Dylan Brooks in a Houston Rockets jersey?
No, not at all. Not at all. Did we think? I mean, because for a minute, people didn't think that Dylan
I didn't even think he was going to be traded.
But he was going to Shanghai.
Bro, and that was the thing for me. Like,
I didn't think that, but I didn't
knew
think that he was gonna. I thought he was still gonna be.
Shout out to that boy agent though, for real.
He got him.
Got that boy $80 million. Yes, sir.
Got him a bag. They got a little squad over there.
You know
the Rockets looking good.
I
was completely shocked.
Look at this, man. And then again, speaking to the Rockets, they end up picking up Fred VanVleet as well. Like, you see the picture, Will?
He made like that, man.
That man need a blindfold.
Did you do that? Wait, is that the coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was the thing. So you pick up Dylan, $80 million. You pick up Fred VanVleet, who's a free agent. We didn't know where he was going to go. Houston kind of came out of nowhere with they had a young core already, right? Like they were building up and trying to figure this thing out, and then signed Dylan Brooks a 4-year, $80 million. Signed Fred VanVleet as well. Does this team look better to you at all on paper?
Yes. And then they got
Green.
they got Thompson in the draft pick.
Yep. And what's it? They got a steal at 20 with what's his name? I forgot his name, man. He was projected to go top 10 though.
The underrated pick is gonna be Jeff Green because Jeff Green is gonna be the adult in the room. That's why. That's what makes the Dylan Brooks signing look even better because Jeff Green is gonna come in there and he's not gonna tolerate it. Like he knows.
I mean, I think you have to at that point. I think anybody who's doing anything needs a vet in the room. Like I think Dylan to me, I mean, there was no part of me that was like he's not going to get signed, right? Like he was going to get somewhere. No, come on, Will. He was going to get signed somewhere.
Bro, he had by the end of the playoffs, he had alienated the entire NBA because he embarrassed the Grizzlies in the way that he did.
I agree.
Grizzlies lost ultimately because Dylan Brooks tried to be a loudmouth and tried
all
to be
he did was talk. All he did was run that mouth and did nothing.
And then you didn't shoot the ball, big dog. He shot 20% in the playoffs.
It was ugly.
20%?
Yeah, it was ugly. I give you that. But there was nothing apart of me that was going to be like Cam Whitmore.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
He was ready to go 10. Yep. Oh, and check this out. So what we do on another show, look, so I produce another show here on MTV Sports under another umbrella. So Voice, if you get that and we don't know, just chime in with just unmute yourself and say it. I do the same thing on the V Report. Shout out to the V Report and every other show on MTV Sports podcast. We got podcast network. We got going on.
You done plugged your music. You done plugged producing.
I'm just saying.
And I know, Will, you don't like their coach, but he's solid when it's coaching.
Listen, no man who fumbled me along can lead me anywhere.
I mean, we're talking about Jalen Green, and we had we were talking in the group chat, and they're trying to get him out of there as of right now.
Look, whatever he did when he was at G League, whatever that G League behavior was like, was too much, man. I'm just saying.
I'm interested to see how the Rockets going to look, man. They got Jock Landale from the Suns. They signed Patty Mills for a little bit of veteran presence too.
Rob Patty Mills gone, ain't he? Didn't they send him to OKC?
They did trade him yesterday. They did trade him yesterday.
The thing is, man. Let's get into this thing. These free agents and all these trades.
I said Harden's gonna go back. He's definitely gonna go back now.
Yeah, I mean, look, but they got to figure out who to trade him for because he opted in and he's looking for a trade partner now at this point, right? But Daryl Morey,
Michael Porter Jr. I'm not Michael Porter Jr. You would take the dude for Harden?
That's not gonna be enough.
Not enough.
You got to send us mean. You got to send us Akeem Olajuwon from '94 because they're not going to take. They're not going to take Jalen Green. They're not going to take Jalen Green and send us Van Vliet and send ball back to Houston. But I think James is probably going to end up in either based off of stuff I've been hearing. I think James is going to either finally end up in LA or he may end up in Chicago.
No, we don't want him in LA. He can go right to Chicago.
The Clippers or the Lakers?
Are you talking about the Lakers?
I'm about to say.
Okay.
Yeah, the Clippers.
Ain't no way he get into the Lakers. No. We can't sign no big names. He need to be in Shanghai.
he might end up staying. You never know. Like the relationship with Daryl Morey got.
I think he's going to stay, bro.
But I think no matter what, unfortunately, Tobias is gone. And the one thing I gotta say, like Philadelphia fans got to shut up. Like I love my Sixers fans. Like we do, what we got to do. But we talk
a lot
recklessly about everybody the minute something negative happens. There's no way, bro. Like you can't justify Tobias's contract, but he's a 20-point per game player. He's solid. 40% from three. He's 38%. He's 45% from the field. Like, come on, bro. And he plays defense. Like,
he's nice.
I would love to see him play with Nick Nurse. I think him playing with Nick Nurse, you will see a different vibe. So I'm interested to see how that plays out.
I think y'all should run it back, man. Give Nurse a shot.
You're right.
Who will trade him with Los Angeles?
He talking about Harden.
No,
he won't. What are you
Neither
talking? Connie,
team.
stop.
He's talking about the
Stick to,
Clippers. He's talking about the
Neither
Clippers.
team.
Oh, okay.
I don't even
Talking
know
about the Clippers. All right, let's get into it then. So
you know who
the
Connie's
biggest
favorite player is.
the biggest thing we saw was Bradley Beal in the Phoenix Suns jersey now, right?
Gotcha.
So we saw Chris Paul end up getting traded to Washington, and from Washington they swapped Jordan Poole and got him in New York. I mean, in Golden State. So tell me this one, like, how does that fit? How does Bill is Phoenix better by removing Chris Paul, and what does Golden State look like with Chris Paul on the team now? Because Draymond just went on Paul George's podcast talking about it, and he was like, he can unlock Jonathan Kuminga,
Yep.
as a young player. So I'm gonna start with you, Julius. At the addition of Bill, the subtraction of Paul, but the addition to Golden State.
So the addition of Bill definitely made them a better team because Chris Paul is not saying that Chris Paul was bad. You know, he definitely ran their offense, but I think the offense is going to look 100% different than what it did last season. And then they got 3, killers on the court at any given times. And then you have, I think they're going to ultimately keep DeAndre Ayton. I think he is going to be better because of the gravitation towards Bill, Booker, and Kevin Durant. And then they also signed they just signed what's the guard that they signed?
Phoenix?
It's slipping me. Yeah, they got a couple good signs. Eric Gordon. They just signed Eric Gordon to come off the bench. He's not amazing, but Eric Gordon can give you quality minutes. Man.
Eric Gordon went to Phoenix?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He can give you quality minutes. And I don't think they're done. Utah wanna the dude.
I like the no defense though.
The dude that KD played with the Nets also signed. That's another guard that got some length to him that can play defense and an absolute sniper on the outside. All he got to do is catch and shoot.
Who's Seth Curry? No, not Seth.
Utah Watanabe or something like that.
Yeah, he's a runner. I like him.
The Bill just have to stay healthy. That
definitely helps going to be the overall thing with Booker, Bill, and Kevin Durant. But as far as Chris Paul making his way to Golden State, I don't really see what made them better. I know Draymond said what he said, and he might can unlock Jonathan Kuminga. He might can run the second unit because Draymond made sense when he said that they just didn't have a lot of things to go to in that series.
Ran out of variety.
They didn't have a lot of different looks to throw at the defenders.
So give me the starting 5 for Golden State.
I think Chris Paul coming off the bench. I think it's going to be Draymond, Curry, Wiggins, Clay, and I think they're going to sign a big man. I think they're going to bring in.
What if they run small ball and go Paul, Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, and Draymond?
But I think that's what made them lose. They too little.
Yeah, but they lost to
them lose in the playoffs. They were too
Anthony
small.
Davis is why.
Yeah,
we're not going to see too many. How many is that? Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Jokic. Like you're not really going to see no big man for real. You know what I mean? Like put that last comment up, producer, please. I didn't even see the last one. They still play no defense. The key to Phoenix is 8, and he has to stay F points. I'm gonna grab a rebound and block shots. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. So give me They go small ball. We'll see how they play. They have to end up signing the big man. Tell me Jordan Poole on the Wizards though. Like to me, and see, I'm gonna come to you. I think you know what, Will. I don't think you had a topic yet. Let me go to Will. With Jordan Poole, does this say like, hey, go get 27 points a game because you can do it now? Like he has the free reign to be whoever. Even after signing Kyle Kuzma, like those are two. I think to me, in my estimation, Jordan Poole, little bit younger, but is a more. He's a better one-on-one player than Kyle Kuzma to me. But what does that do for both of their games? Who Kyle Kuzma runs off and shoots shots, and Jordan Poole shoots whenever he feels like it. Like, what does that do? Jordan Poole on the Wizards. What does that do for?
They probably gonna be beefing by game 40. I mean, Jordan Poole. I mean, if we're being honest about it, Jordan Poole right now he got the Monte Ellis package going on, so he's gonna have the opportunity to shoot and do as much as he want. Ultimately, though, right now the team is still technically Kuzma's team because Kuzma was there first. I'll be eager to see how them two work out because, like you said, Kuzma needs the ball. Kuzma needs those shots. But we've seen Jordan Poole. Like Jordan Poole he's going to the Wizards, and he's going to think he has the same autonomy to shoot like he did under Kurt, and he's not going to have that. Like ultimately, like you got to chill out, get up to the line, big dog, because you're shooting 22%. So I just think, I'm skeptical about Poole. I also think too, though, that he's going to come in there and he's going to have a chip on the shoulder, so he's going to have stuff to prove. But ultimately, the Wizards really don't have nothing. So
they don't.
What you gonna do? And you playing in the East, like you probably gonna finish like 10th or 11th. You know what I mean? Get you another draft pick. Poole.
But let me point this out to you.
Poole was the perfect example of someone showing up in the playoffs one year, you giving them a big old bag, and then they don't show up for you the next year.
Yeah, I disagree with that because he definitely kept the team afloat this year when Curry was hurt. Not in the playoffs. He didn't show up in the playoffs.
That's my point.
Yeah,
that's my point.
I think
so. Before we go to the next trade,
might have.
So let me before we go to the next trade, let me just shout to the Wizards, right? They re-signed Kyle Kuzma. They get Jordan Poole and Ryan Rollins, signed Landry Shamet, Tyus Jones, who really kept Memphis together when Ja was out. Danilo Gallinari and Mike Muscala.
Yeah.
There's. They're not going to be trash.
Bro, you're taking a whole bunch of system players and you're throwing them into a brand new system.
Right.
That's not it.
But they're not going to be like.
Gets control. I don't know.
It's an expansion team. They about to move to Virginia anyway, so
they're gonna do some things. They're gonna have to find a chemistry between them. Poole might, like Will said, play with a little chip on his shoulder because he got traded. But I don't think they're going to be a team that's gonna really make noise in the East.
Yeah.
Did Daniel Gafford resign?
Can they go 500?
Yes, I believe so.
I
believe Gafford resigned.
Squires 2.0.
Can the Wizards go 500?
Can they go 41 and 41?
No,
absolutely not.
No, they can't.
They can't win 41 games.
So you may think. I think they could be a surprise team.
Yeah. She don't even believe that. That's why she
say the Nets, man. They no.
I think they come out like Utah or like Brooklyn when Mikal went there.
No,
I think this team win 40 games.
No, they're not winning 40 games, bro.
12.
They're not winning 40 games.
All right, so check out this. They had this, and the Atlanta Hawks end up just switching this whole thing. And
they
shipping
lost
out.
that
Like,
trade.
there is obviously something that we are missing from this Atlanta Hawks organization. Trading John Collins, really swapping them with Utah.
They just wanted to get rid of him, clearly.
For Rudy Gay. Like, what? Okay, one, I think Utah becomes better. Am I tripping when I say that?
Mm-mm. Not at all.
No, you're not tripping.
I think they're taking on that contract.
What's happening with Rudy Gay in Atlanta? I didn't even know Rudy was still playing basketball.
Me neither. So I'm so confused.
He'll give you a solid 18 a game, 18 minutes a game.
Oh, you say 18 minutes?
I thought you was talking about.
Clearing that up.
If he said 18 points a game, I'm logging off.
And Julius, I almost said something to you that I promised I wouldn't say anything to you anymore.
Bruh,
I thought you was about to say points. I'm about to say where.
Absolutely. Maybe about 10 years ago.
My dog said 18.
Definitely 10 years
He
ago.
cleared that up real quick because that would have been a clip this week.
But what does this do? What is re-signing Jordan Clarkson? You have Lauri Markkanen, you got John Collins. Like Sexton is still there. Like I think they're a point guard away from being a solid squad. They're not. I don't know about championship contender, but
I think Sexton is gone.
I don't disagree with you.
Utah going to be a part of a big trade this summer. I feel it.
Yeah,
all that capital, they're going to be a part of a big trade this summer, and somebody's gone. But it's Danny Ainge, so you don't know who it is. It could be Lauri. He could trade Dwayne Wade. Like that's what Danny Ainge does.
I like JC on Utah. I'm gonna figure out what he's gonna do because
I just think that he's able to get back to the way he plays basketball because he with Trey, he was dominant and handling the ball. Collins can get back to playing his type of basketball,
he's a 3-level
handling the
scorer.
ball, playing in transition. Yeah. So John is gonna do what he did with Utah.
You already know it.
Utah won this trade. I don't know what Atlanta was doing. I think Atlanta was just getting Collins up out of there.
I know what they
whatever it was. I don't know what happened with the Hawks.
They trying to get Griffin some more playing time. I think they see a lot in AJ Griffin.
But you can do that without trading, and not a Rudy game. But just like we said, man, make sure y'all tap in. This is halftime here on the 494 at NTV Sports. Check out this from our sponsors, man. Be right back.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand. It's a lifestyle.
It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. Shout out to Ozell brand, man. Shout out to the big bro. Absolutely doing everything. You want shoes, you want cleats. That's the brand to get it up. He's up in Wally World now, man. So you check him out. I have been looking at Big Bro's like social media and all these like just celebrities. I'd be like, who the type? Like, what is like? I'm just trying to figure this thing out, man. But look, check this thing out. We're gonna hop right back into it. The biggest one we saw, and I think was really good. The Boston Celtics make a move.
That was good.
Trading Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis is a Boston Celtic now. Marcus Smart is with the Memphis Grizzlies, which to me, I like the Marcus Smart move more than I like the Kristaps Porzingis move. But I'll let y'all check it out. Will, I'm gonna start with you. You know what? I'm gonna start with Julius because he's shaking his head. Tell me why I feel like Memphis won this trade, but I want to take a look and see what does Kristaps Porzingis do for Boston right now that he hasn't done in New York, in Dallas, in Washington.
Actually spaces the floor. One, he can actually shoot the basketball, and they not gonna cheat off him like they do Al Horford. And he can play defense. He definitely a rim protector. He gonna get you 20 points a game. What can you not like about that? The only reason I don't like the Marcus Smart thing, he hurt by that, bro. I don't know what type of Marcus Smart we gonna get. Is he gonna, submit to his role and mentor the guys over there and actually like it, or is he gonna be like Andre Iguodala was and say, I want to be out of here. I can't take these young boys anymore. So I'm leaning toward the Boston trade, man. I hate that they had to lose Marcus Smart. I thought it was gonna be Brogdon at first. But I like the Porzingis trade, man. I think Porzingis finally on a team where he can showcase his talent, man.
What is Brad doing? Like, why are you still riding Jason and Jalen? Like, I just don't understand that.
You think they should trade one of them?
Yes.
That's tough.
I think they'd be significant.
I just feel as though it's because it's 2 years. They tried it twice. It clearly neither one of them knows when it's time to take over. My assessment, and I understand he had a game 7, against the Sixers, and he had a 50-point game, and James Harden didn't show up. Joel Embiid was hurt, so it's like,
relax.
Let me finish.
I'm gonna let you finish.
What I was going to say is, who did he really have a 50 game? Who did he really have it against? So, you get what I'm saying? So if Joel Embiid was Joel Embiid, we know who he can be. If James Harden really showed up like he's supposed to, would he really had that 50-point game? I just think Jason and Jalen, it's time to split them up. They're not working.
I think they got rid of Smart because they think that White can play his role now. And that boy got a bald head now, so watch out for a breakout season.
He cut his hair?
Yeah.
It's about time, Lord. That line was back here, dog.
No, I understand that, but whoa, that's gonna be so confusing. But I just don't. I mean, I hate the fact that Marcus Smart is not there. That was just like when they're slacking and they're just the voice of the team. It's time to get them riled in and all that other stuff. But I just don't think Jason and Jalen's working anymore. It's just
when I look,
I'm not feeling it.
When I look at them, I look at I like Marcus in Memphis. Only because, and to speak to your comment that you had, Julius, about the Andre Iguodala, like the team is way different than when Andre was like, "I gotta go." Like I'm not doing
it. D Rose is over there.
D Rose is there too. Say the funny shaped head. I don't know how it's gonna work. But that's the thing. So, like for me, I like where they are. I think you definitely have to pick up a Derrick Rose and a Marcus Smart for the first 25 games of the season. Like that thing to me, and let's check out Ulysses' comments. It's not Brian Tatum. The problem in Boston was the coach. They didn't suspend the coach. They get back to the finals. They cut the head off, which was their coach. I mean, it's something like a self-sabotage thing. He's in Houston now?
Missoula, but I would say Missoula or the one that they got rid of.
The one they got when they fired.
Talking about
I don't like Missoula there. I don't like the Boston trade. Yeah, we talking about Porzingis, but Porzingis, as far as I'm concerned, is empty stats.
Yeah, there we go.
On no stops he's been at. I don't care what you tell me. He was with a good Knicks team. The boy didn't show up. He went to the Wizards. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's gonna do great." Boy didn't do nothing there. He had a chance to lead them there. He didn't do nothing there. Now you going to the Celtics. You giving him $200 million. You've already given Jason close to $300 million, and then you about to give Jalen.
Don't forget about Dallas.
Like that's just not going to work. You don't have any way to move to do anything. You just let your heart and soul go. Y'all were a couple games from getting to the NBA Finals. Why would you trade Marcus Smart at this point? He's still giving you 15. He was Defensive Player of the Year. What, last year, the year before? Like, I think it was a dumb trade. I think they just kind of made the trade because Brad felt like he needed to do something, and ultimately he's going to come back to bite him in the butt the same way the Isaiah Thomas thing did because you ain't showing no loyalty to nobody. Like, I don't think that was a good trade. Yes, Porzingis gives you 20 points a game, but you already got Robert Williams, who now you got to lock up, who's a potential Defensive Player of the Year. You still got Al Horford, who's eating up all of your money. Where are all these players going to play, and what are they going to do?
He's not a free agent.
And the boy with the receding hairline, I can't remember what his name is.
White.
He is not replacing Marcus Smart. He's had a couple good games. He plays in a great system. Losing Marcus Smart is dumb for Boston. For Memphis, it's going to be smart because now you bring the Smart in there to not only get that team together. You got Jaren Jackson, who he's going to make that boy even better on defense. You get a chance to see D Rose playing in the crib, chilling at the crib. And then at the same time, when Ja comes back and Ja has all that leadership there between D Rose and Marcus, Memphis is going to be a problem.
I agree.
Marcus is going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder. People keep forgetting Marcus at Oklahoma State was a Player of the Year. Like, boy can hoop. He did all that he did in Boston because that's what they needed. But that man can play, bro. That was a stupid trade.
I agree. Think it was stupid at all.
I don't like it. It was dumb.
You like Kristaps. That's the part. I think Kristaps has been wildly underwhelming his years in the league. At every stop, to me, I feel like he's been able to.
Well, I was reading an article, and Brad said it was a tough decision that they had to make, but when it's business and looking ahead and into the future of the organization, hard decisions have to be made.
Talking about hard decisions, I think this is perfect. Give me the Dallas boy, producer. Talk about hard decisions.
That was weird. I was not expecting him that. I was just not expecting.
I didn't think he would get 126, but I mean, after all this talk about him possibly going somewhere else, signing with somebody else, like ends up staying home, 126 for 3 years. Like, see, what is that? I mean, we saw their record after he got traded. They imploded. So you brought him back for another 3 years, 126 million. What is that? What is Kyrie Irving signing there for the next 3 years going to do for Dallas? Please tell me. So I can't think of it. You can't think of it either.
No. When I first seen it, I looked at it. I was like, for real? That was my like honest reaction. I was like, he's staying. So yeah. Maybe they had a conversation. Maybe they think it will work. Maybe they feel like if they have more time, I don't know. I just don't understand. At first, I thought it was gonna work, but then when you think about it, they both want the ball too much. So I don't know how this is ever going to work. Well, no, 3 years. 3 years they have to be together.
until Luka asks for a trade to Denver.
I think he's gonna be out of there before Luka. I think he's going by the All-Star break.
And that's the thing for me, trying to figure out what that really looks like. But
I can't.
That's a quick. We can move on. I don't think any of us thinks
first person to go gonna be Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
Jason Kidd gonna be the first person to go because they're gonna try to appease Luka, and then Luka gonna want to out, and then Kyrie gonna come in there one day. Mark Cuban gonna say something, and Kyrie gonna be like, "Bro, you can't talk against my people."
Yeah,
big gonna say the whole joint, and it's gonna.
And then he's gonna sit out, and then he's gonna start his shenanigans.
Don't they try to go to the playoffs, bro?
Don't get me wrong. Kyrie is a monster when he wants to play, but you have to put the right team around him. And I think Buddy went to the market, and the market was locked because people don't trust everything that's happened. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. So we'll see what happens.
All right, let's talk.
Do they have any more money?
No,
they strapped. Tell me this one. This next move felt like you had to do it. This is the future of your squad. Don't know where your squad gonna go. Producer, put the pick up for me, please. This had to happen. I mean, you had to give it to him. The question is, what happens after this?
You had to give it to him?
Yes.
Let's all be for real. LaMelo Ball is a superstar, whether you like it or not.
He a baller.
It's not LaMelo Ball's fault. Unfortunately, in this case, they need to get the right coach in there. They need to build that team.
Yep.
And then they need to get them right. If you look at everybody they had on there the year Miles Bridges was turning up and everything, they were a great team, but they never had a great coach. Like, get Mark Jackson in there to coach that boy up. Let Mark Jackson show that man how to lead and get that team going. I don't have a problem with it because he's gonna get his money regardless.
Yeah.
But why not pay him? Like, he was rookie of the year when he played. Man was a highlight every night. He improved on his shooting. He improved on his passing. The turnovers got turned down. I don't see a problem with it. I mean, $260 million, yeah, but that's what they're giving him right now.
What's going on, V?
Hey, sis.
Good money.
No, he's tough.
We know you a LaMelo fan. We ain't got no. We know.
Right. I mean, it just sucks that like when you're that good, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have the team around you, the coach around you. That's where it just comes into play. Where it's like
he Bradley Beal right now.
I don't think Miller was the right choice though.
You would have went with Scoot?
No, I would have went with Amin.
Amen Thompson.
Tell me why.
True.
Because you have LaMelo Ball, who is the ultimate Magic Johnson type player.
Yeah.
You put Amin on that team who can do everything, and he's a scorer. You let that man play in the scorer's position. He can get up. You put some people around him who can rebound the ball, who can play defense. You get you a center. That team's a playoff team in the East at the bottom within 2-3 years. I like Scoot, but Scoot can't shoot the ball. We don't know if he can shoot the ball yet. And Miller has shown so many questionable decisions. And then when you look at when he's played like perennial teams, yeah, he's shown up, but it just wasn't enough. I don't think that's going to be enough.
I don't know, man. I think Miller going to show out with LaMelo this year.
I think Brandon's going to be nice. I have to agree. 7 seed at best.
That's a start, though. 7 seed is a start for them.
I'm not saying Brandon's not a great player, but I'm just saying I don't think him and LaMelo was the right fit.
Maybe.
That makes sense. Give me the next rookie max we got on there, producer. I think this is also necessary too because you can't let that boy go. Drop that from
no brainer.
It's my
no brainer.
No brainer. I think this one makes more sense.
This is he about to like. I think he gonna take the league over soon.
He gonna be good in the Sixers.
Anthony Edwards, tough dog. You talking about somebody that want to defend the best player and go at the best defender?
He got the motor
every night.
That's young.
He definitely got the motor. Man. He definitely got the motor.
That's a UGA bulldog.
Only played with 1,500 points, 100 steals in 2 seasons.
Dude been balling. He been hooping.
And gonna be the best player in the league in the next 4 or 5 years.
I agree with that.
The next 4 or 5 years, and you gonna get this year. The best player, you gonna get this 1 year out of Minnesota. They gonna either blow up the team or he gonna end up getting moved. And I'm telling you right now, his defense over this last year has gotten greater. The Bulls scoring on all 3 levels. Now he's becoming the leader on that team. That boy's gonna be a problem. But it's not going to be in Minnesota.
No.
Wow. That's crazy.
I don't think they're going to let him go, man. I think
they're going to have a choice.
I think they're going
to. He's going to want to leave.
They got to get Gobert out of that
bag. Had to get it.
But that's the thing. Gobert's going to be the person that you have to keep ultimately. You're going to have to get rid of either Cat or Ant.
Yep.
For me, I think get rid of Cat because I feel as though Cat only wants to show up against certain players, and then after he won that 3-point competition, he just wants to shoot the freaking ball.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all something quietly? I'm hoping for, and I know this is bad.
What you hoping for?
I'm really hoping mid-season that the Warriors send Chris Paul to Golden State. Send Chris Paul to Minnesota for Cat. Let's get it
over. No.
You bet. You in this. Why do you want Cat at the Warriors?
Because I think if Cat goes to the Warriors, we fully get the chance to see his potential. Let that man play with Draymond, where Draymond ain't going to take it.
The Bud Stars to see his potential.
Let that man go to Draymond. No, because you're looking at it wrong. At the end of the day, whether we like it or not, Steph, Clay, and Draymond are at the end of their careers. You need another great player to transition that team if you're going to keep going. Let Cat come in there and learn. Within the next 2 years, Cat going to be playing defense, Cat going to be dominant, and him and Jordan going to be married.
I said that, man, a long time.
That's a big fact, Roy. That's a big fact. All right, so let's get to it, man. The biggest trade everybody's talking about that hasn't happened yet. My homework to you guys was to try to cook up a trade. Where does Dame go? He's officially requested the trade. He said I was waiting for them for the draft and the first day of free agency, and they both did nothing to make that thing happen. So tell me, where does Damian Lillard
That's
land?
What you get for being loyal. That's exactly what you get for being loyal. They don't even want to let you go. Being loyal gets you nowhere sometimes.
So let's figure out the trade because I feel like that conversation could go on for 20 minutes. I really believe that because Julius truly believes that Portland did everything that they could for Dame, which just don't make no sense whatsoever.
100%. They was in the Western Conference Finals.
So where does he go? So tell me. Let's start with the GM because I was cooking up trades on 2K earlier today. Tell me.
That's you, Will.
That what you got, Will? I know you got a couple in the bag already.
He gonna find a way to get him to Philly, man.
Somebody asked me to get him to Philly on the show today, so I'm gonna do that one, even though I don't think that's gonna happen. So
it should though.
Yeah, well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 14. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 14 trade. The Bulls get Tobias and the 2030 first round pick from the Clippers. The Blazers get Norman Powell, Nicholas Batum, Terrence Mann, a second round pick in 2029 from the Sixers, and a first round in 2030 from the Sixers. The Clippers get James Harden, and the Sixers get Damian Lillard and Zach LaVine.
God.
And if you plug all that in, 2029 and 2030, because you can't trade consecutive first round picks within a year. Not only did the numbers match up, all the teams improved in winning except for Portland. All the money for Portland comes off the books. Now Portland has 3 first-round picks.
You made my brain hurt.
And you still got Terrence Mann.
That's crazy, bro.
The Sixers get off Tobias' contract. James gets to go home. And you know what I mean?
That'll be kind of tough, though.
It's a parade on Broad Street. You know what I mean? Like
you made my brain hurt with all of that. That's exactly why.
Julian, tell me.
Exactly why I didn't do this.
For me, it's simple, bro.
Give me a trade scenario.
I think he should stop trying to force his way to Miami because, to be honest, that 3 would be a good big 3. I just don't think they're gonna win. You know, they let all their assets go. They let their role players go, and Hero would be gone too if Dame came in. I think he should go to Philly, like Will just said. That'll be tough. That's a chance to win with arguably the best center in the league. Or he should go and try to win with Utah. And I know nobody want to go to Utah, but hear me out here, bro. Hear me out, man. Them boys was top 2 for a while at the start of last season.
They were.
I think they tried to tank to get a pick, man. Because there's no way they just fell off the cliff like they did, man. There's no way. They got Markkanen and Kessler. That's a tough front court right there, man. Kessler.
You said Dame should go to Utah?
I think so, man. Listen. Let me backtrack. I'm talking in the mind frame of Portland. Portland should be wanting to get what they can get, and that's draft capital. And Utah got some of the best draft capital right now. In my opinion, I know they want to accommodate Dame, but I think that Dame should open himself up to just get to a better team. I think he got a way better chance to compete with the Jazz than he does Portland.
The other teams that have popped up are the New Orleans Pelicans, Brooklyn Nets, the Clippers, and the Celtics have popped up there, but
absolutely not.
I'm just reporting the news, you know.
I'm just telling you right now. I didn't do all that that brainstorming.
Do the Celtics got enough money for him?
No.
Celtics ain't got enough money for what they got right now.
Right.
Yeah, I think this might be one of the more interesting trades to see what we're gonna fall out. I want to know. I want to see it and what's going to happen. We're going to keep tapping.
I'm not even gonna lie. Out of all those teams that you just named, I like the Pelicans. I mean, I love your GM mind that you have up there. You know, I'm always asking you, Will, you put your GM hat on. But I loved him with CJ.
Shout out to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels.
That's just my
Him and CJ just didn't work though. Like it just wasn't gonna work. I mean, outside of the Sixers, I think he would be great with the Bucks. I think he would actually be great with Mikal Bridges.
Milwaukee.
I think he would do well if he went to No, I ain't gonna say that one.
Say it.
I ain't gonna say that one.
The Lakers?
He wouldn't do well if he was with the Lakers.
Well, because you said you didn't want to say it because that's the only thing that would have given
amazing with the Lakers, bro.
No, he wouldn't.
Look, we got to see how it plays out, man. Look, at the end of the day, I think it's one of the more ones that we're gonna kind of keep tabs on because we don't know where this man going. But let's check it out, man. We're gonna keep tabs on it. Y'all keep tapping in with us.
I thought he wasn't gonna leave, though.
Yeah, first time we find out, we're going to make this thing happen, man. Again, as always, the full 94 here on MTMV Sports. Much love. Check out, you got Mr. Teddy Farrow, Sports Talk with CJU_Chasing Dreams, and I am Miles Austin again. Full 94 here on MTMV Sports. Make sure y'all check out everything every Monday, 8:30. We will be here. You like basketball. We love to talk about it. It is what it is, man. Check us out next week. Y'all be safe. God bless.
What's good, everybody? It's your man, the myth, the legend, the voice. Thanks so much for tuning into this show on MTMV Sports Network. For more exciting content just like this, subscribe, like, and share.